I'm so moved by your support and your comments recently that I've just been reflecting on a lot of things. I've been reflecting on how important it is what we're doing. So here's what I'm going to do. So I've had a cease and desist out in California due to false allegations, and also I made a mistake. I shouted out the Attorney General and used their logo on my shirt. I didn't do it on purpose. I just was proud of being registered at that time with the Attorney General, so I put their logo on my shirt. Kind of like they do in the marathons and stuff. Like, I was just thinking, hey, well, I got registered with them, so I might as well shout it out. Honest mistake, no big deal. To the Attorney General, it's a big deal. I heard that pissed off Alicia Berry. So she wrote up a cease and desist about me with other allegations that are false. I think she let her emotions get a little bit too involved. And, hey, I know what that's like, right? So I forgive her. It's fine. But all that aside, here's what I'm going to do. I've been kind of holding back this past year because I've been respecting the Attorney General. So I haven't been raising any money at all. I've been kind of like not pushing the limits when it comes to rescuing animals because I didn't want to upset the Attorney General of California. But they've taken over a year to clear my name, which I find disrespectful, so I treat people how they treat me. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Indonesia, but I'm going to find out. I have a feeling there's a lot of dogs over there that need to be saved, so I'm going to find out just how far I can push raising money. I'm going to find out if I can raise money in New York through a GoFundMe or a UCARE for that trip personally. I'm going to find out if that's possible or if I'm allowed to do that, and I'm going to do that. I didn't raise any money for the China trip because I was trying not to push the limits or the boundaries. But I need to do some research. I got to talk to my attorney, and I got to see if I'm allowed to, if it's a violation of the cease and desist, because it's important that I don't violate any major rules that they have, because then it could get me in trouble with the rest of the attorney generals across the United States. I don't want that. Just in case Alicia Berry has a stick up her ass and she doesn't let me register again in California, which is totally quite possible. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a rescue mission in Indonesia, like I promised, and I'm going to go as soon as I can. And I hear the meat trade in Indonesia is worse than in China. They beat the dogs, they burn them alive, it's horrible. I'm also going to bring our dogs that have been waiting in Nepal, well, we only have one, home. I'm going to bring them to New York. I can't operate out in California, so I'm going to bring them to New York. I'm going to pay for that myself. I'm going to bring them to New York. That's where she belongs. Precious has been sitting at the bed over there for so long, and it's devastating, and I just don't want her. I'm almost starting to think maybe she was better off on the street, but that's not true. She's safe. She could have died in the street. So she deserves a life here in America, so she will be available for adoption, and I'm going to give her to a rescue, but I'm going to get her here myself. All right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to finish what we started, and I'm going to get these dogs safe, and I'm going to push the limits. Baby girl Nieces is saying I have no filter. Hey, you gotta joke about this stuff, because if you get too serious and get angry, trust me, I've been there too many times. It creates problems. So I was joking on my other sharing mode on Facebook. I was saying I respect the Attorney General for everything they do for us. It was just so hard to keep a straight face, because when you accuse an innocent man of not forwarding donations to another rescue, when it's just a bunch of jealous rescue hags, and let me put it this way, my haters try to say that I don't like women, that I disrespect women. Let's put it this way, I love women, there's no question. Women are the greatest gift we have on the planet. You have to Google what hag means. It's like the witches back in the it's like the witches back in the day when they were after people, and they were basically trying to burn them at the stake because they were accusing them of being witches. It's so absurd, and that's what these women are. They're hags. And men too, right? So I could call Zach Scow. I could call him a hag. Except he's a man, right? Oh shit, sorry. That was kind of a dick. Take the swing. Actually it wasn't, because he's an asshole. And he falsely accused me. So, of stealing, which is kind of a dick move. And I'll surpass him. Anyway, sorry, Zach. Love you. No, I don't. You suck. So, anyway, hey, thank God I have a work ethic. Thank God. One last thing I'll say here is because I just saw Zach comment again on one of the posts. Healthy competition is good. I don't think rescue should be a competition. I don't. But I pay myself a salary of $0. And I believe Zach Scow, I want to be safe on this. Zach Scow pays himself over $50,000 a year. Yes, that is what I said. 50,000, over 50,000. And I believe he also pays his treasurer. And then I think he has an assistant. Okay. Fair enough. Hey, he runs a rescue. He does a lot of work. He does a lot of work. He does it for the dogs. The whole thing. Hey, let's get serious.